Hi everyone, today I'm making a bonus video on Sunday. I only upload normally like Monday to Friday, but sometimes I do an upload over the weekend on the Saturday and Sunday, and today's one of those days where I'm uploading on a Sunday. Main reason why is because we've got a lot of earnings going out, which is quite an exciting time, as well as I missed a video on Thursday, which I haven't done for a while just because I was just so busy at work. I had no time to film a video on that day and put one up. So I missed that kind of day, and like I say, we've been earnings. It's a great time as an investor when it's earnings. It's probably like my favourite times when all the earnings come out. You see a lot of stock movements, good buying opportunities. So it's definitely one of my favourite times in the stock market. But we're just going to walk through a couple of few of the earnings that are coming out next week through Monday to Friday. Some of the stocks that are reporting earnings are companies that I'm invested in. Like I say, I've not actually released my portfolio after I made a few changes since the correction a few weeks ago. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do the 3 stocks that I'm buying on Friday, and on Friday I'll release to you the stocks that I bought in the correction, not last week, the week before, just because I've kind of just waited because I'll kind of was going to buy a couple more stocks and I didn't. But like I say, I'll release that one on Friday. So going through the earnings through next week, on the Monday, there's not really too many stocks that I'm really too bothered about. There's not really anyone that I watch very closely there. There might be a few that you're invested in on that Monday list, but there's not very much many that I'm invested in. The only one that I kind of take a little bit of interest in is Hasbro, just because it's interesting to see how they're doing after Toys R Us. But either way, it's not a company I'd invest in. Just kind of memories from younger having Hasbro toys. I guess that's why I'm interested on that one. Tuesday's definitely one that I'm more interested in. I'll be very interested in how McDonald's will do. So Caterpillar, which is always interesting how Caterpillar does, especially with a lot of what's been going on recently in the economy. Capital One, most of the banking stocks have reported earnings now. Harley Davidson, it'll be interesting to see how they're doing now they're changing the company around. Yeah, there's definitely quite a few on that list that I'm looking at that would be very interesting to see what happens. Wednesday, quite another big day really. Obviously, if your stock is reporting earnings, it's not on this list. You can only put a few in there, so don't take too much of offence if you're stocking on there and it's reporting on them days. But yeah, AMD, that was down massive. I was going to make a video on AMD actually, but I'm not now because I think I've got too many videos to record. But AMD released some news, I think it was on Friday or Thursday, and then that stock went down 11% or something like that. Overall, it's down 23% over the last week or something. That's done really well this year, but it's just come off its highs quite a bit. So that'll be interesting to see how their earnings do. Their last earnings were amazing. Boeing, always interesting to see how Boeing's earnings do. Quite a weird earnings last time. Boeing actually beat most of their Wall Street estimates, but it still went down on it, which was really weird. It probably confused me. Microsoft, obviously my biggest position in the stock market. Wednesday's a big day for me. I always get nervous when Microsoft release earnings, but I'm quietly confident that they're going to be good. We'll see. UPS, obviously a big rival to FedEx. Interested to see how they do. Obviously FedEx missed theirs big time last time. Visa, big fan of Visa. I'd like to see what happens there. Callaway Golf, I'm sure if a few of you watch the Financial Education channel, you know that he's invested in Callaway Golf. Thursday, a big day Thursday. I think it's the biggest one until next week when we've got Facebook and Apple reporting on the same day. Amazon, obviously always a big earnings, that one. I'm 100% confident they will smash their earnings, and that stock will go up quite a few percent. Obviously, not a short-term trader, but if I was, I would be loading up on Amazon shares right now. Twitter, see how they do, will be interesting. Snapchat, the most pointless stock ever. Theirs is going to be crap. If I was a short-term trader, I know where my money would be going in. Shopify is always one I watch quite closely. I like the growth side on that, and it's took quite a hit recently. Alphabet, they haven't really done much Alphabet this year. I looked the other day and they've actually hardly done much at all really compared to a lot of the other stocks. It's just like sat around the 1,200 range for a while. Intel started the year off quite strong, didn't it? And then it kind of went back again. American Airlines, interesting. Yeah, a lot of big stocks on there. And Friday, if you notice, like hardly anyone reports earnings on Friday. It's normally Monday to Thursday when they do. Goodyear is always a stock I actually watch pretty closely. That's quite interesting. Maybe something interesting might go down there. But those are kind of like the earnings, guys. Definitely a big week, a massive week for earnings. Next week is a big week as well, so we're into like the main earnings season now. This week and next week are definitely going to be two massive weeks for earnings, so there'll be a lot of going on, a lot of stock market moves over the next 2 weeks, so it should be very interesting, guys. I'll try to do another video like this next week. I'll see what happens, if I have the time or not. But thanks for all the support recently, all the new subscribers. Give the video a like. For all the people that are watching for the first time, maybe subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video, guys.